I see an episode come up that has all three of these people in it, I get excited. Because they work together on screen like nobody's business. In fact, it's none of your business. Ladies and gentlemen, Gil Rhodes, Osric Chau, and Gil McKinney. Why are you hugging him?
Thank God.
How's that going to hug him?
About to gather a restraining order against me, so technically we're not
You're not allowed to go stage left.
Well, every time you hug me,
I really love you and you're my favorite.
I love you. Every time you try to hug me, I try to make out with you. I mean, that's how it's going to be.
Someone complained once. It was Rob.
Not true. I'll make out with you anytime. Only partially kidding. Thanks, guys. Good morning, everyone.
Who was here last night? Is anybody sore? Why is weirdly sore today after karaoke? My knees hurt.
My go got flat.
Your go got flat?
It's okay, she's fixing the suitcase by that.
Who popped your go? I mean, you're the one that's still wearing it. You're the one that's still wearing it.
Good point.
Go play the crowd.
That's what they're known for. That's why we love them.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't dressed as a big hero. I would have popped you.
You did pop me.
I did pop you.
Last time at karaoke came as the big hero, Baymax.
Baymax.
Oh.
And Gil popped me.
I got carried away. Very excited. What happens?
I had no idea what was happening. I didn't see it.
So I liked it.
I thought I was dancing.
Alright. Oh, wow. You guys have fun? Back for more?
Good, this is gonna go well. I'm already gone. Don't box me!
So I don't think the three of us have ever done a panel
Or
anything really.
This is like potluck.
Yes.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's hanging up?
Who do we have left? Get old Osric. Yeah, alright. See how it goes.
That's the nice thing about this fandom is that so many of us have never done an episode together, but we're such close friends now because of these conventions.
Most of us don't even know who our characters are. Doesn't really matter.
Don't ask us yet what would happen if our characters interacted because who, I don't
Yeah.
know.
On stage and answer questions.
Yeah, let's answer some questions.
What's that?
Questions.
Hi.
It's gonna be fun.
That question is for Osric.
This is for Osric.
Hi.
Call it.
I want to know. Just straight.
Get down there, Osric. Handle it.
Don't break her. Don't make her cry. Too soon, too soon.
I wanted to know what your favorite cosplay you've ever done is.
One favorite one of mine was when I got Gil to put on his first outfit. Gil, do you remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Of course I remember that.
So I had a
Is that
line.
really your favorite?
I like what it led to. I had a lion costume, and I'm like, Gil, I have an extra costume, you should just wear it. And he put it on, and we started cosplaying at karaoke after
Did you say
that.
lion or line?
The lion. It was like a simple onesie with a hat and stuff, and then after that he did like 2 other ones on his own, which was great. And so what I like to say then is I like to enable people. And
I thought you were talking about Ariel. That was probably my least favorite cosplay of Osric.
Actually, that's a very good point. I think my favorite costumes has to do with Gil. Ariel I did because of Gil. He played Prince Eric on Once Upon a Time, so I thought it would be funny. And the reaction on your face was worth it.
For those of you that don't know, he was wheeled out on a hospital luggage rack thing, dressed as Ariel, while the Little Mermaid song.
While the band played Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. And he made me dress up as Prince Eric.
Yeah, I had these wonderful costumes. We had the Eric costume already. And
which was almost like identical to...
They were really well made.
Except it was about 5 sizes too small.
Well, yeah, her name was Lisa, and it was her costume. We made it fit you somehow.
It was for a child.
You still look good.
Eric's put on a lot of weight. That was fun.
You did all right.
I thought you were going to dress up today.
No, I had a big talk with my agents. They told me I had to step out.
Tell us how that went.
I think the first thing they said was, "You're an actor, right?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm an actor." So okay, well, if you want to keep doing these conventions, we're gonna have to like tone back the amount of time you spend on these costumes and stuff. I'm like, okay. And it was like an hour later we came to an agreement. So I'll still dress up, just not every single one like I used to. Yeah, you know.
I don't like your agents.
Balance.
It's true. You gotta be professional.
That's right.
Hey.
Hi, I was wondering, all of you, if you could be on any other show or in any other play, what would you be in?
That's a good question. So many. Right now, I really want to be on Game of Thrones. I mean, not because of karaoke, but because I really love the medieval shows. And I mean, Asia had its own medieval culture, but I grew up on the English one and reading those books about King Arthur and stuff. And I've always wanted just that style of warfare. I'm very much into fantasy, not as much into sci-fi. So I'd rather hack you with an axe than shoot you with a laser gun.
It's good to have priorities. And it's good to have these things figured out. I wish I could be a doctor's companion.
Wow, I would have to say, right now, I would love to be on something kind of like light and fun, like Girls, or not on Girls. There's a TV show called Girls. Or like season starting new show, Master of None, like something fun like that, you know? I mean, I tend to get like heavier stuff, you know, and I've been saying this for years, like romantic comedy, if I did something like light and fun, that would be great.
If you were to do a musical, what would that be? Any of the musicals out?
Well, I haven't seen Hamilton, but apparently that's the one. You're seeing it, aren't you?
No, I'm going next month.
So jealous. You're taking me, right, for our birthday?
You're gonna be, oh, that's your birthday. I'm gonna see Hamilton on his birthday.
He's singing on my birthday, but he's not taking me. Right? Where are you taking me?
I'll go with my roommate.
Oh, man.
There's time. You can
He's always coming between us, Rob.
That's alright. See, don't call me Rob. We have this thing just. I'm sure.
I'm gonna pretend that this mic didn't work at first and be like, oh, he doesn't sound really good microphone, but it worked.
Sorry.
Break it.
First thing, if you look freaking awesome, you look dope, I love your outfit. So my question is,
Osric. Aside from Supernatural, I'm a huge Futurama fan. You might be able to tell from my purple Leela hair. But I wanted to know, like,
You're a huge fan of
Futurama with the purple Leela hair. Yeah, and you work with Lauren Tom, and I wanted to know how it's like to work with her.
Futurama is did any of you guys watch Futurama? Brilliant show, and one of my favorite things is that all the writers on the show have degrees from Harvard, and like all the science in the show actually makes sense. And all like they have so many Easter eggs because of just them being complete geeks about these things that they put as much in as they can. So it was really cool to work with Lauren. I also was a big fan of King of the Hill, and like so many things that Lauren has done. So it was kind of, I mean, it was cool to have a mom that, you know, I mean, her voice has been in my head for so long already. So I don't know, like. I guess it feels more of like a primal type of mom memory that you have the voice or like the smell, you know, not so much seeing her. So that was kind of nice to have her play my mom and to have that kind of a relationship with her already through her work. So yeah, it was really cool to work with Lauren.
All right. Another question for Osric?
I'm just trying really hard not to prove to you that I'm wearing underwear today. Just so you know why I'm sitting in weird positions, I realize that I was ill wardrobed this week. I just needed to explain that. Please carry on.
You're not wearing underwear.
No, that I am.
Oh, you are.
But I didn't need to prove it. Again, I repeat, I don't need to prove it.
That's all right, I have that problem all the
You
time.
can take my words on this, right? Yeah. Oh, yes. You want to?
Hi. I just want to thank you guys again for karaoke last night because it was a blast. It was the most fun I've had karaoke at that workplace ever. My question is for all three of you guys.
Wait, I think your mic broke. Gil, can you go up there?
Listen to her closely, please go.
We all know Supernatural set is kind of fun and more laid back than other sets, but I wanted to know if you had any like big moments that happened on the set of another show, like memorable things that just happened.
My first project ever will probably be the most memorable for me. I still haven't watched it, and probably won't ever because I'm embarrassed to tell, but it kind of started everything. And so it was an action mini-series for Spike TV, and it was the first time I got to play the lead character, and they hired me because I was an actor that could do all my own stunts. And so one of the sequences, I don't think they'll ever let anyone do this in North America because it was kind of unpredictable, but in China they let you do everything. So it was a battlefield, maybe like half the size of this room, filled with like cars and guns and like grenades that was exploding. And they're like, okay, so we're gonna kind of map it out. You're gonna like run here, jump over there, guy's gonna attack you over there, you take him out. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna go through these 4 guys, and we kind of choreograph that part. Then this guy's gonna come at you and probably from behind the truck. Then you guys are gonna wrestle in the mud for a bit, and then we're gonna end with you smashing his head in with this rock. We got a real rock, so don't actually smash his head. So it was like a 5-minute shot, 5 to 6 minute shot. I'm going through and it's raining and it's muddy and it's literally like it's mud wrestling. It's just a puddle of mud. And I was wearing contacts at the time, and I had lost both contacts in mud wrestling, so I was almost completely blind by the end of it. And I was bleeding because I was getting scratched by all the sand and just all the wrestling around. And then we did it, and I'm like, whoa, that was crazy. And they're like, all right, take 2. We're leaving but it was, I've never had that kind of a shot done again. And yeah, you know, they have 4 cameras going out with a big shot of the show. So that will always stick in my mind as something that I probably won't ever get to do here because of insurance reasons.
I've had a few really nice ones, but I'd say probably my first day working on ER was really special. Because ER was the show that started when I was in high school, and it was one of those TV shows that was like so groundbreaking at the time. There had never been anything like it on TV, and I just remember watching it in my room as a kid and being like, it's one of those shows that made me want to be an actor. So, you know, fast forward, 14 years later, I got cast in season 14 of ER, and my first day on set, walking into the ER, was so surreal, you know, and my first scene was with Stanley Tucci, and that was just like, yeah, it was really cool. I remember I was in my wardrobe fitting, and so excited, they're like, you know, fitting me for whatever, and so I said, who's playing the older doctor, you know, that I'm going to see with, like, oh, Stanley Tucci. What? It was really cool, so that was very special. And I was lucky enough to get to hang out in the ER for 2 seasons, and it was one of the highlights of my career so far.
I got to do an episode of Star Trek Voyager. and I did a whole bunch of really cool things in it. I morphed, I spoke an alien language, but at the end of it, I think, I transported. And so here's me. I'm in all my makeup and put me in place, and I walk in, and I walk onto the transporter. There, I take a deep breath, and they're like, okay, places, and I was like, hang on just a second. Oh, the transporter! Okay, I'm sorry. And I hear one of the 80s go, you'd be amazed how many people have and getting acting notes, tips, lessons, masterclass from Kate Mulgrew also fucking rocked. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Hi. Oh, it's actually broken?
Yeah.
Alright. Scratch chair here. Check.
That's right there.
Weird? Has Jared ever done anything weird to you guys?
Jared?
Yeah. No. I asked for a peanut butter jelly sandwich once and he didn't put the jelly in it. What a weirdo.
He's a really subdued kind of guy. You know.
Yeah,
Has he ever done anything not weird?
My favorite is when he makes fun of me, mocks me openly. I take this as a sign of love. I keep having to illustrate, I'm sorry, but it's how I roll. So there's an episode where I was having to walk out in front of him, but it was a hot set. In other words, they were going to turn around, they needed all the shrapnel on the floor to stay where it was. So I did it done, and then I walk out, and I'm trying to be careful and not like bust shit up. And I hear people laughing, and I turn around, and Jared's behind me. We're rolling at this point. He goes, hang on. Hang on, I'm coming. Point taken. I will move less discreetly.
Actually, on that note, I got a question for you guys. Has Jared ever slapped your butt?
I don't think so.
No.
I feel like I would remember that.
They're probably still your hand.
Fondly.
I developed it here. I was talking to Ross earlier. He was talking about how Jared's like pinched his butt. And of course he slapped Jeff, and he's slapped my ass a couple times. I thought that might be something that he just does a lot.
I gotta go back to the show, man. I know all this ass grabbing going on.
He doesn't do like the white one. He does like a big wind up.
Yeah, I heard he gets in there. Long fingers.
I am
Oh, guys, he's got a huge hand.
I am broke at the goat.
He's a big guy. look at his hands. I can tell you.
Okay. All right.
Taking the manicure.
Yeah, it's just his long arms. I think he likes to come out of the arm and go, it's just like a game for him.
He's just a funny guy. He's one of those guys that's just like, I look at him and I laugh, you know? Like, just something about him, you know? He didn't really have to do anything. He would just kind of stand there.
He's kind of like a puppy.
He is, like a big untrained puppy, right?
He gets bored, he just wants to play. And
Yeah, he just wants to play. Yeah, he does.
all right.
You know, guys, I just have to let you know, we all agreed in the car this morning that we were just gonna take this dark and depressing, and we got into ass slaps already. So, yeah,
You're still.
we failed.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Have any of the cast members ever played like pranks on you?
Play what? Pranks? Wow. Okay. Sure, Jared.
Jared.
I mean, I told there's a lot of new people here. I'll tell this one real quick. But yeah, on one of my last days of shooting, they really kind of started to mess with me a little bit, and it was all fun. And you know, the crew was kind of like, guys, come on, we're almost done with the episode. And Jared, once Jared gets going, it's kind of hard to like stop him. But we're in the middle of the scene, and Sam's on his computer, like he is a lot, and he turns the computer around to show me whatever he's discovered. And I go look at the computer, and it's a picture of a large, very large naked man. just sitting on a motel room bed. And you can't keep it together when you see that.
What'd you say? Like, Dad.
I don't know what I said. I think I just was like in shock. You know, of course he's like, yeah! He's like so excited. Like high-fiving nobody. And Jensen's just standing there like, yeah, got him again.
I love how proud he is of that stuff.
Oh, he's so excited. And the thing is, like, he didn't do that himself. Like, he had to go to like whoever's
Oh, you got Tommy Bones.
Yeah, he's got to go get other people involved, and they're like, which picture do you want to show? Oh, they want to make it? Yeah, let's do that one. They probably have a file of just really disturbing photos. Oh yeah, this is perfect for Gil. It's a whole orchestrated thing. But,
Wow.
you know.
He really, yeah, he takes it seriously. Right, so any electronic thing on the show, someone's programmed it and put it on. Like, we're not connected or anything online, TVs, none of it's all done through like a team of people, so, wow. Good on Jared.
You can't unsee that photo either. I hope you guys don't go try to find it. I won't tell you what it's called.
Hey,
What do you did?
It's called beef dip.
Any other pranks?
No, I think you set the bar on that right now. I mean, like mashed potatoes becoming art, not even complicated.
I mean, it's the same thing. Last shot of the day, it was a Friday. I wanted to fly to LA. Jared just had a baby. He wanted to go to LA because he has a baby. And it was a shot between me and Jensen, but Jared had to be there, but he had the lines. And so, being bored, as he is, Jared just starts rubbing my leg while I'm talking. And I'm incredibly ticklish. And the first thing I said, well, Jared, you can't do that. I'm really ticklish.
Right.
The entire crew grows just like that. I'm like, what? Like, I was pretty new, like, what? And so for like the next 30 minutes, we just take after take, we like go further and deeper. Till the end of it, where I'm like holding them down, and then we almost get through a take, and then Jensen starts. Because they're a pair and they like to coordinate. And so I'm holding both of their legs down with my feet, trying to get through the scene like this. So I'm leaning forward, but my feet are like this.
I
We eventually get through it.
We can't write this, but somebody already has. I'm sure somewhere.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. And the crew, see, I can't tell. Sometimes the crew are like half in on it, half joking. I think this is one of those times because they kept like, Osric, come on, after the credits. So I'm thinking they really didn't want to go home and cry. Maybe, yeah, it was not fun. When you're new and everyone's kind of like telling you to hurry up and not mess things up, and it's so much pressure. Thank you, Jared Jetson, for making us feel welcome on set. Hi.
Hello, my name is Zan, and my cosplay today is Grumpy Cat.
Is that it? Oh, I thought that was a real cat.
No, this is the toy Grumpy Cat, but my cosplay is also Grumpy Cat. So my question is for you, and I was wondering the last we saw of Kevin Tran, he was Ghost Kevin going off with his mom, and I wondered what you thought happened after that and how you would like Kevin to return to the show.
Well, I would love to meet one of these two characters. Joey, one of the longest lasting characters, the survivor.
I'm taking an orphans.
Right?
So just add you to the list.
I think if Kevin were to come back on his own, that would be like a huge arc. So if that didn't happen, it would have to be with Jody somehow. I would like to think that Kevin, as a ghost, is bored of just hanging out watching his mom do things. So he's probably trying to break through the veil again, but better, until he gets to the point where he's just really good at it. Because he's a student. What he does is study and practices, and that first time breaking through the veil took a lot of effort, and he couldn't stay as long as I would like for him to get really good at that, because I think that's probably one of his abilities. And Kevin has an ability is to learn and adapt. We Bobby too, right? Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And really good costume there. I met Grumpy Cat. He's not actually grumpy, he just looks that way.
Like so many of us.
The real Grumpy Cat?
Yeah, it's
Of course he did.
he's so small.
Where did this happen?
It was at Comic Con.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a convention. He's so
They're
tiny.
Call each other.
Yeah, you're people that.
All the internet memes hang out.
Hey.
Hi. So, if you guys could have any supernatural creature as your pet, what would you choose and why?
I'd have a Crowley. I took my leash, it was tied to my bedpost. I just like that image.
You did get a good night's sleep last night.
I was so tired
It's
last
for me
night.
too. Which one would I like? Tell me anything I like.
I was talking out to say the trickster. I was just because I have Richard as my pet. Just to tell him what to do for a change.
As for Kim, you would, well, clearly you have one of the goats.
Oh yeah.
There's this one shot with Crowley and a ton of goats.
Is it goat?
Those are Kim's goats.
Wait, is it goat from Supernatural?
They could be.
Oh, I know shit, it could be. I mean,
The goats. I was thinking, I don't know, something large and fluffy like a dragon.
Well, the hellhound would match your personality. Yeah, invisible hellhounds. Yeah. That'd be really cool pet. Yeah.
Thank you.
But with Crowley as a pet, I would get them as well. So.
That's true. We have to share.
Yes, we would, okay. All right. Hi.
Why do you out there know what I'm thinking? The rest of you will figure it out later.
Hi.
My name's Christine, and I was wondering, like, you've been talking this whole panel about, like, all of your characters met in the show. I was wondering...
Jody hasn't died yet. I hope she doesn't. Well, you started dead, right?
Did I start that?
Yeah, you already
started alive, but
Wait, that was in the past, so technically you're dead.
well, have you seen my episode?
Yeah, it's okay. Alright,
I think I saw like half one of
In the
yours.
future now? Okay, alright.
I saw you playing violin or something.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, long hair.
we're dead, alive, we're alive.
So if all of you met the characters, what do you think would be the worst possible reaction that they would have to each other?
I think Henry would just immediately slap Kevin. He's from a different time, you know? If I said some mildly racist thing. You know, World War II and all that.
I'll be okay with that.
And he'd be like, well, you're a cop, right?
Yes.
He's like, well, a cop?
Wait, are we going to the
Women can
inappropriate
have
answers?
jobs? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, inappropriate, I think the response to that would be just to grab your left hand and place it firmly on your dick. Sit by yourself, boy. Yes, I'm a cop.
That'd be a fun scene. Because we can do it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think if you called Kevin racist slurs and made fun of him, I think he's just too polite and just take it and not talk to you. He's like, okay.
I honestly do think so, as little as I know about your character. I think Henry and Kevin would be an interesting, there'd be an interesting scene there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you would
Talk about it.
You would mutually respect each other's abilities, but in the back of your head, he's like, damn, I gotta work with this. This racial slur here, I want it. But we get a lot done.
We would get a lot done.
Yeah, a lot
I think I would admire your intelligence.
He would appreciate that.
And your work ethic.
Kevin appreciates that a lot.
Smart kid.
Thank you. Kevin, thanks to you. Kevin would appreciate that a lot, Gil. Right, Henry.
All right. Thank you.
This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened
This is what happens when you go on stage.
We're role players, that's what we do. Kevin, thanks to you, Gil McKinney. That actually is really we're role playing.
How's it down?
There's a lot of product out there, careful.
Weird? Or we're comfortable?
No, it's weirder.
Hey. Thank you.
Hi.
You notice how everybody's microphone suddenly works? Please stay up there. Stay there.
Hey.
Hi. So I was wondering, which character do you think is most like their actor?
Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, yeah. Sure, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's Mark. Yeah, when I first met Mark and when I saw Crowley, it was like, oh yeah, that's me.
Jensen's pretty close. I would
Jensen
say.
is pretty close. But I feel like with Jensen, because he's played me for 10 years,
Right.
you know, it's really hard to...
It's hard to.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Mark is just Crowley.
Yeah. Yeah, he really enjoys that role.
So perfect. Yeah.
And I always thought that Misha was like his character until I met him, where he was like surprisingly nice and like warm. This isn't what I was expecting from him at all.
You know, same with Misha. When I watched the first couple of episodes before I started, I thought Misha's like, man, this guy's really stiff. And then I realized, like, I found out way later on that for 6 months, Misha had his elbow broken because he was wrestling with Jared. And so his arms were glued to his side for all these episodes. And that's why he was like super stiff. They were wrestling and he dislocated his elbow.
So you were just vengeance.
That's why Misha was so excited.
Vengeance, that's how you guys bonded!
Well, yeah.
That's all coming together now.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense after that. But yeah. But yeah, Mark for sure is crowded.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so pick one actor that you worked with on Sunny Supernatural and use one word to describe them.
Brianna, delicious.
Mark Shepard, delicious.
Alana Huffman.
I was gonna go, it's a good word.
Sexy. Thank you.
You could have gone with delicious too.
I was gonna
You
say,
keep getting on delicious all the time.
Hi.
Hi guys, so I was going to ask what was, if all your characters had an episode together, what it would be like, but apparently that's a no-no. So was the,
I don't think it made a lot of sense. Well, it would be the racist episode. Where
sexist, it would be the racist sexist episode.
Right.
so what's the worst experience you guys have ever had on set? Not necessarily Supernatural, just in general.
I had this, most of the projects I've ever worked on, well, pretty much all the projects I've worked on have been positive ones, and 99.9% of the people I've worked with have been amazing, which I'm very fortunate for. One person on one set that I will not name was, I think it comes from insecurity, but this person kept going out of their way to make life harder for everyone else. It was kind of an ensemble cast, and every time someone would do something really well that the director would applaud, they would go out of their way to try to tear them down, and it was really weird to see because, like, from my perspective, like, this person's doing really well for themselves. All he was doing was making enemies. And that was the only time I ever felt like uncomfortable hanging around anybody or just being on set and watching it happen because it was so self-destructive. I mean, he was doing all these things, but all it would cause was for other people to look at him weirdly and why, you know? And by the end of the set, you know, everyone literally wanted to beat him up. And it was an action project, and half the people on set probably could have easily. So it was just really uncomfortable, and I hope I don't have to come across that again.
Uncomfortable. I did an episode of CSI a few years back, several years back, and I showed up to the wardrobe fitting, and all of a sudden they started bringing out like all this leather and like bondage stuff to put on. And I was like, wait, this wasn't in my audition scenes. And I'm like, oh yeah, no. And I got the whole script, and my character's a little pervy. That was a stretch. So then all of a sudden I'm on set, and there's a scene where what's her name, Michelle Fever's in the scene, and she's like dominatrix, and I'm just in the corner wearing like leather chaps. I swear, and like a vest and like chains and stuff. And I was like, so one time I was like, what? I can't believe I'm here. Like my parents can't see this. I'm so embarrassed. And like the wardrobe guy came and said, and right in front of me, the director's like, so I don't know, you want to put a mask on? I got a couple options here. This one's got a ball gag for the mouth. This one does it. And I'm just like, what's going on? And I was like, maybe I should wear the mask. It's
a great story, Gil. If a brother wanted that on Blu-ray, where would he, where would he grab that?
It was not
I'm asking for Mike.
Yeah, Mike wants to know. Oh, he's got a copy. Autograph.
No, that's good, that's great. All of mine are, let's end on a high note. Mine are all horribly sexist and depressing, so woo!
I like the fact you said let's end on a high note.